I pledge of allegiance to the flag
To the flag
The
of
United
the United States of America,
to the
to the
republic
republic
the republic for which it stands,
stands one nation,
one nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible, with
liberty,
liberty and justice for all.
for all.
Thank you very much. Will you please call the roll?
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow,
Here,
Councilman Secreto,
Here.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Here.
Supervisor Quigley.
Here, and thank you and welcome to the Town of Ulster 2021 reorganization of the town board meeting. This is the meeting where we set the ground rules for how the town will conduct business throughout 2021. We have posted the meeting agenda and the materials for tonight's meeting on the Town of Ulster website at www.townofulster.ny.gov. On the left-hand side, you will see a menu that says Meeting Materials. You may go to the left-hand side, click on Meeting Materials, go to the town board, and you will see a listing for tonight's meeting. Under January 7th. So with that, we will start out tonight with our first resolution. I will ask the town clerk to read the resolution into the minutes, where when finished, we will call for a roll call vote on the items presented.
Okay. I'm not muted. Whereas the town board of the town of Ulster convened an organizational meeting for the year 2021 on January 7th, 2021, and whereas the town is required by town law to make certain designations and appointments, establish salaries, paydays, schedule meetings, and determine certain other matters. Now therefore, be it resolved, the town board makes the following designations. 1, depositories for town funds. Bank of Greene County, JP Morgan Chase. Number 2, official newspapers, the Daily and Sunday Freeman and Kingston Times. 3, paydays, elected and appointed employees monthly, part-time employees bi-weekly, full-time employees bi-weekly. 4, salaries of elected officials. Supervisor, $48,960. Deputy supervisor, $1,500. Town clerk, $54,719.54. Town justice, 2 each, $45,599.28. Each of the 4 council members, $10,400. Superintendent of highways, $80,567.89. 5, appointments. Secretary to the supervisor, Peggy King. Deputy supervisor, John Morrow. Attorney to the town of Ulster and special prosecutor, Jason J. Kovacs, Esquire. Assistant special prosecutors, Lauren Swan, Esquire, Matthew Jankowski, Esquire, and David Goodge, Esquire. Special attorney to the town, Rebecca Maloris Lettra, Esquire. Bond counsel, Thomas E. Myers, Esquire of Orrick, Harrington, and Sutcliffe, LLP. Pilot counsel, John Benjanellis, Esquire of Mazosha and Bajanellis, PC. Financial advisor, Michael J. Laguerico of Munistat Services, Incorporated. Director of Recreation and confidential bookkeeper, both vacant. Registrar of Vital Statistics, Suzanne Reevy. Deputy Registrar of Vital Statistics, Lauren Hummel. Oil Officer, Suzanne Reevy. Handicapped Parking Permit Issuing Agent, Suzanne Reevy. Deputy Town Clerk, Lauren Hummel. Clerk to Justice Weiss, Marissa Martino. Clerk to Justice Kessick, Karen Gorski. Building Inspector, Warren Tutt. Ulster County Planning Board Member, Frank Almquist, Anna Hayner, alternate. Ulster County Transportation Council, John Morrow, voting member. Assistant Superintendent of Water, Ryan Weishaupt. Assistant Superintendent of Wastewater Treatment, Josh Brink. Deputy Superintendent of Highways, Charles Freer. Number 6, Town Board. Workshop meetings, first Thursday of each month at 7 p.m. Regular monthly meetings, third Thursday of each month at 7 p.m. Number 7, Town Board Agenda. The Tuesday prior to the meeting at 4 p.m. is the deadline for submitting agenda items. 8, mileage. Mileage will be reimbursed at the rate of federal mileage at 56 cents per mile or is adjusted by the IRS for use of personal vehicle for town business. 9, legal holidays. New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Day, President's Day, Good Friday, Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Columbus, Election and Veterans Days, Thanksgiving Day, Friday after Thanksgiving Day, and Christmas Day. 10, work days, Monday through Friday or per negotiated contracts. 11, vacation. As per negotiated contracts, all non-union employees per town code. 12, insurance buyout. Appointed officials and non-union employees, $1,000 per year. All others per negotiated contracts. Elected officials are not eligible for the insurance buyout. 13, petty cash. Supervisor, $100, town clerk, $100. Tax collector and water department cash drawer, both $150. Court, $100. Assessor, building department and Ryder Park, all $50. Highway department, $100. Whittier Sewer, $25. Sewer department, $50. Water department, $75. Number 14, highway budget, $3,202,778. Number 15, appointment of town planner, David Church, AICP. 16, planning board meeting, second Tuesday of each month at 7 p.m. 17, zoning board of appeals meeting, second Wednesday of each month at 7 p.m. 18, police matters meeting, first Thursday of each month at 4 p.m. 19, all authority for the daily operations of the town and its districts is hereby delegated to Town Supervisor Jim E. Quigley III per Town Law, Section 2916.
May I have a motion to accept the resolution as read into the record?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Is there any discussion on the resolution?
None for me.
May I have a roll call vote, please?
Councilman, should I mention Eric Kitchen each time?
And excuse him, please.
Okay. Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. The following are appointments to operating committees within the town government. Each committee will be taken as a whole, and new appointments will be voted on individually.
Planning board members, Frank Almquist, term ending 2021, Larry Decker, 2022, Andrew Stavropoulos, ending 2023. New appointments, Jeffrey Ring, we do one at a time?
Yes, please.
Okay. New appointment, Jeffrey Ring, term ending 2024.
May I have
I'll make a
on the
motion for
floor?
Jeffrey.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Discussion? Roll
None.
call, please.
Okay, Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you.
Planning board, new appointment, Anna Hayner, term ending 2025.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make it.
Second.
Second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen excused. Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you.
Alternates for the planning board for a one-year term. Appointments, John Stowell,
May I have a motion, please?
I'll
So
make
moved.
it.
And I think there's a second in there.
Second.
Yes.
Mr. Stoll? Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen excused. Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
yes,
And Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you.
Alternate one-year term, John Moore.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make it.
I have a
Second.
second in there. Any discussion on the, Mr. Moore?
None.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow.
Yes.
Councilman Secreto.
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek.
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you.
Appointment of Chair of the Planning Board, Jeffrey Ring.
May I have a motion, please?
So
So-
moved.
Second.
Discussion on Mr. Ring? Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen excused. Councilman Morrow.
Yes.
Councilman Secreto.
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek.
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you.
Zoning Board of Appeals members. Kevin Reginato, term ending 2021. Lois Smith, ending 2022. Rob Porter, ending 2023. Andy Turco-Levin, ending 2024. New current appointment, Steve Schultes, term ending 2025.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make it.
Second.
Discussion on Mr. Schultes? Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow.
Yes.
Councilman Secreto.
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek.
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you.
Appointment of Chair of the Zoning Board of Appeals, Rob Porter.
May I have a motion on Mr. Porter, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on Mr. Porter?
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow.
Yes.
Councilman,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek
yes,
and Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. The following committees are to be read into the record as they are standing committees. The members are reappointed without change.
Okay. Assessment Board of Review. Larry Decker, term ending September 2021. John Chris Bell, ending September 2022. Anna Hayner, ending September 2023. Town Historian Robert Sweeney. Police Matters members, Town Board. Recreation Committee members, John Niles, Rory Lee, Steve Hack, Marguerite Koschel, Suzanne Reevy, Lauren Hummel. Economic Development Committee, Michael Berardi, Regis Obajeski, John Ionati, Patrick Sheehan, John Stowell. Board of Ethics, Joel B. Brink as chairman, Brian Ilgner and John Ionati.
Okay, the Association of Towns requires us to give them a certified resolution on the delegates for the annual meeting. So I'm going to ask that the delegates be put forward by the town clerk.
Delegate Suzanne Reevy and alternate delegate Clayton Van Cleek.
May I have a motion on the Ms. Reevy and Mr. Van Cleek?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion on the appointments for the AOT delegates?
None.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow.
Yes.
Councilman Secreto.
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek.
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. As to town board committee assignments, I would like to take them as a whole. Please read all 4 committees and we will vote on them as a whole.
Okay, committee assignments, Park and Recreation, Rocco Secreto as chairman, John Morrow, member. Finance, John Morrow as chairman, and also Clayton Van Cleek. Buildings and Grounds, John Morrow as chairman with Eric Kitchen. Personnel, Rocco Secreto as chairman with Clayton Van Cleek. And the super,
Gentlemen, I know this is hard, but I may have a motion for your own work assignments.
I'll make a motion.
oh, right.
May I have
I'll
a
second it.
All right, roll call, please.
Oh, that was Van Cleek. Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Affirmative.
and Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. The following resolutions are resolutions that govern the operation of the town. We will take them individually, and I hope to add a little color to each one of them as we go through. First is a resolution regarding the overtime pay to town employees. It is basically a resolution by the town board that all overtime must be authorized either by the department head or the supervisor's office on a periodic basis. May I have a motion accepting the resolution as presented?
I'll make
So
it.
moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. The second item is a resolution or a motion to accept the policy regarding the adoption of town laws. It is a process by which the town board establishes a four-step process in the adoption of town laws. The first is the introduction with a aging period. The second is the setting of a public hearing and then an aging period. These aging periods are provided to give the public time and the town board time to review the proposed law and to formulate their questions and comments. The third step is the public hearing, which public input is solicited from the community on the law. And then there is a period of aging. And then a fourth step is either the passage of the law or the non-passage of the law. May I have a motion to adopt the policy regarding the adoption of local laws?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on the matter?
None.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. Town law of New York State, Section 63, gives the town board the ability to set the rules which establish the guidelines for the conduct of town board meetings. These rules are designed to facilitate an orderly and productive meeting. May I have a motion to accept the resolution adopting the rules of conduct as put forth?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call,
Councilman
please.
Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. Next resolution for consideration involves the obligation of the town supervisor as the chief financial officer and the chief accounting officer of the town to provide an annual accounting to the town board within 60 days. There is a alternative method within General Municipal Law, Section 30, that the town clerk may receive a copy of the annual update document that the town supervisor is required to provide to the New York State Comptroller in substitution of the annual accounting. I ask for a motion to accept this resolution authorizing the substitution.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Discussion?
None.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. Proper business practices require authorization to use a facsimile signature on checks from time to time. And I put forth tonight a resolution authorizing the supervisor to use a facsimile signature for payroll checks on a bi-weekly basis. So may I have a motion to accept the resolution as presented?
I'll make it.
Second.
Any discussion?
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. It is a best business practice to establish a procurement policy and to follow that procurement policy in accordance with New York State purchasing guidelines established by state statute. We have a procurement policy that has been in place for 10 years. It is reviewed annually for changes under state statute and adopted by the town board annually also. So tonight I ask for a motion to adopt the procurement policy for 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow.
Yes.
Councilman Secreto.
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek.
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. Best practices indicate that an investment policy should be formulated and presented for adoption on an annual basis. This investment policy sets forth the guidelines by which the town supervisor shall invest the investable funds of the town, what instruments, what banks, and so on and so forth. I ask for a motion to adopt the investment policy for 2021.
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
None.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow.
Yes.
Councilman Secreto.
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek.
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. Under New York State statute, the town as a municipal body is required to file the FOIL laws of the state of New York. In following the FOIL laws of the state of New York, we have established a FOIL policy, which is published on our town's website and available for public review to make sure that when they want information from the town, they understand what they have to do to obtain it and what the obligations are for the town to provide it. I ask for a motion to adopt the FOIL policy for 2021.
I'll make the
So
motion.
moved. Second.
Any discussion on the FOIL policy?
None.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow.
Yes.
Councilman Secreto.
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek.
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. Again, falling into the category of best practices, is recommended by the New York State Controller's Office that a municipality maintain a fund balance policy. The fund balance policy sets forth the guidelines under which the town will manage its reserves, both encumbered and unencumbered, and the disposition of those excess funds or the rebuilding of deficit funds. We will publish this policy on the town's website upon its adoption. May I have a motion to accept the fund balance policy for 2021?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on the fund balance policy?
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow.
Yes.
Councilman Secreto.
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek.
yes,
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. And the last item on our reorganization agenda revolves around the adoption of a records management policy. The town is a functioning entity which aggregates many, many different pieces of paper and many, many different pieces of information. The protection and preservation of that information and those documents is very important to the continued operation of the town. The town records management officer, Ms. Reevy, has put together a records management policy, which is included in our package tonight. Upon adoption, this records management policy will be published on our town's website. I ask for a motion to adopt the record management policy for 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll
None.
call, please.
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow.
Yes.
Councilman Secreto.
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek.
yes.
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the reorganization of the Town of Ulster Town Board for the calendar year 2021. The record of this meeting tonight will be put on the town's website under Town Board Meetings.
You gotta stop.
Policies that the town board has ratified will be set forth under the policies section of the town's website. With being no objection, we will now move from the organizational meeting to a regular town board workshop meeting where there are a number of items for consideration. Seeing no objections, I will move to the first item of new business. Tonight, I'm going to present to the town board and the public by publication on the town's website after this meeting, the town fee schedule for 2021. This is normally a piece of business that is handled in December, but because of the crunch and COVID-19 coming down in the last half of the year, this slipped between the cracks in December and is being presented tonight. There's no action necessary on the behalf of the board, other than to review the proposed fee schedule, make any comments to the supervisor's office that they find necessary or desirous. The next item is a resolution, a presentation of the resolution for consideration at the next meeting for the adoption of the 2021 fee schedule. Any questions?
None.
No.
Thank you.
Try getting on your knees.
The next item on our agenda is a resolution extending the site plan approval for the Lincoln Park Grid Support Center, Myron Lane and Frank Satile Boulevard, Town of Ulster, Ulster County, New York. Section block and lot 48.012-1-20, 48.016-1-1, and 48.016-1-2.21. The developer has asked for an extension for several reasons, primarily because of COVID-19, its effects on the supply chain, and the engineering process in designing the electrical grid connection to the Lincoln Park substation. This will take in, I believe, Mr. Tutt, correct me if I'm wrong, this will extend the permits to November of next year,
I believe that's correct, yes.
at which time they should have either applied for a further extension or have applied for their building permit and commenced construction. So may I have a motion accepting the resolution as presented?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow.
Yes.
Councilman Secreto.
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek.
Yes.
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. With much anticipation, I present a resolution authorizing the emergency renovations to the police department's facilities in the basement at Town Hall for a sum not to exceed $18,000. This expenditure will facilitate the relocation of the detective division from the office trailer where they have lived since the hurricane in 2000. Somewhere in there.
So if we're gonna pay $18,000 for renovations, we'll pay for the renovation in 3 years.
Well, not only
yeah.
that, but we have electric costs that are excessive because of the nature of the construction of the trailers. So, Ms. Reevy, please note that we called our own roll.
Okay, yes, I lost you there.
Mr. Secreto abstained due to a family relationship with the contractor.
Okay,
And
Thank
the other three members voted in the positive, with Mr. Kitchen not being present.
okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, the next item in our normal business agenda is a resolution authorizing tax surcharge settlement with petitioner Hudson Valley 2011 LLC for the property located at 500 Frank Satile Boulevard. This is the Marriott Courtyard. This is the settlement of a tax certiorari case for the 2019 assessment year and the 2020 assessment year. The case is being settled with no refund for 2019 and a refund being dictated for 2020 because of the timing. In other words, the tax bills for the 2021 year were already sent by the time this resolution came to the floor for town board consideration. So we will have to refund the taxes that they will be paying in the month of January to reflect the settlement of this action. So may I have a motion to accept the resolution as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilman Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek.
I temporarily lost connection. I'm in favor.
Okay. Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. The next item is a resolution authorizing the tax surcharge settlement with petitioner Aldi Inc. for the property located at 785 East Chester Street. This is the Aldi store. Again, a similar settlement to the Marriott Courtyard. No refunds for 2019. The refund for 2020, it was anticipated, had this been consummated prior to the sending out or distribution of the 2020 tax bills, there would be no settlement because we could have corrected the assessment prior to the bills being distributed. But since the bills have gone out, the town will be required to refund the value of the adjustment sometime in 2021. May I have a motion to accept the resolution as presented?
I'll make it.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll
Councilman
call, please.
is excused. Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Yes.
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. And the final item on our agenda tonight is a revised resolution appointing Frank Almquist and Anna Hayner to the Ulster County Planning Board. In the December meeting, we considered and adopted a resolution appointing Mr. Almquist and Mr. Dan Furman to the Ulster County Planning Board. Shortly after Christmas, Mr. Furman called and informed me that him and his wife were relocating to North Carolina. It was a difficult commute for him to make it to the Town of Ulster Planning Board meetings and the Ulster County Planning Board, so I felt it was appropriate that we replace him. With that, I'm asking for a motion to accept the revised resolution with the revised appointments for 2021, and upon adoption, ask that the town clerk contact the clerk of the legislature and notify them that a revised resolution is heading their way.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
None.
Councilman
Roll
Kitchen is excused. Councilman Morrow,
Yes.
Councilman Secreto,
Yes.
Councilman Van Cleek,
Yes.
Supervisor Quigley.
Yes, thank you. That concludes our scheduled agenda for the January 7th, 2021 Town Board Workshop meeting. We have no members of the public on this call for public comment. I will open the floor to any members that are on the call for anything that they wish to talk about. Town Board members?
None.
Motion to adjourn.
Do I have a
Second.
second?
I give you a second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. We wish everyone in the town of Ulster a successful and productive 2021 year. Please be safe out there with COVID-19. Thank you and good night.
Happy New Year.
Thank you all.
Night.
Good night.
Thank you all.
New Year.